Good morning. I said good morning. Oh, all right, okay. I ask you all to please rise as we welcome the class of 2024. You may be seated. I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Peabody Learning Academy class of 2024. My name is Kevin Tanglis, and I am the director of the Academy, and today I will be serving, thank you, as your master of ceremonies. First of all, congratulations to the graduates. You guys should be very proud. I know on behalf of me and the staff, we're extremely proud of all of you guys. To start, I would like to take this opportunity to thank some very special people. It starts with the staff. First, Mia, do you have could you get that to Miss Murray? Miss Murray, could you please stand? Sarah Murray. Sarah has been working at the school longer than anyone, all 14 years. She is our English, our history, and now our weightlifting teacher as well. She's also my morale pal for the last 10 years, so appreciate you, morale pal. Next, who's next? Matt? Where's Matt? Jenna Laramie, would you please stand up? Miss Laramie was our math and science teacher, also now our art teacher. And I heard the previous math teacher was pretty good. She had some big shoes to fill this year, so she did a tremendous job. It was me. I was the math teacher last year. So, and next we have Callie. Miss Migliozzi, please. Miss Mig. Miss Mig is our do-it-all counselor. You want to get a selfie? Oh, you're introducing me next. Oh, well, I just can't thank Miss Migliozzi enough. She's just been a tremendous addition to our staff, something that was the PLA, and we're very lucky to have her. Thanks, Miss Mig. It's true. Everyone picked up. First time ever. Next, I would also like to thank Anna Finkelstein. Please rise. Angel. Where's Angel? Angel's got something for her. Anna is our yoga, wellness, mindfulness teacher. We've been very lucky to have to work with her for the last 5 years, I think, and she's just been another tremendous addition to our staff. Thank you, Anna. I'd like to acknowledge a couple other staff. From the Health Center, we have Anna Berrien and Ryan Brown. Could you please stand? Where are they? Oh, they're way in the back. Thank you so much for working with our students this year. We appreciate you guys. I'd also like to acknowledge the high school's adjustment counselors who also work with our students, Peggy Kelly, Nicole Turton, and Morella Secarecchio. Could you please stand? Where are they? Oh, they're in the back, too. They're hanging in the back. And Alyssa and Mo. Alyssa and Mo are in the back. Can you stand, too? Where are they? You guys are, can you hear me back there? Okay. He couldn't be here today, but I have to give a shout out to Rick Gorman. He worked with our students at the end of the year, working on a culture workshop, and it was a tremendous success, so I got to give a shout out to Rick. All love, Rick. Maybe he's watching. And next, I have to thank the North Shore Mall team, Scott DeCoste, who I'm going to introduce in a second, the mall manager, Lauren Dallas. Where's Lauren? Thank you, Lauren, for organizing this. And where's Kelvin? Kelvin over here. The whole setup, all of this is thanks to them, so thank you guys. And they've been tremendous to work with. On behalf of the PLA and Peabody Public Schools, we cannot express how thankful we are to the North Shore Mall, their team, to the Simon Youth Foundation. I especially want to thank the new North Shore General Manager, Scott DeCoste. He's been a huge supporter of the school in his first year as mall manager. We really appreciate his support, and we look forward to expanding and building on our already strong relationship. And I'd like to introduce Scott right now to say a few words.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you all for joining us this morning. This is my first graduation to attend. This turnout is fantastic, so thank you all for coming out. It's a great way to honor and celebrate the achievements of this class of 2024. I was very much looking forward to today being my first PLA graduation that I could be part of, so it's very exciting for me. This is all right. So I've been the mall manager, as Kevin had said, for almost a year now. I was hands-on by today's keynote speaker, Mark Whiting. Welcome back, Mark. I clearly remember him telling me, probably on my first day here, how having the school, along with its amazing students and teachers and administrators, gave him many years of immense pride to say it's located here at the mall and that he was able to be part of it and a big part of it. So now fast forward 1 year later, and I can clearly see why. I've been fortunate to get to know and work with Kevin, along with teachers Sarah and Jenna, Counselor Kara, and it was immediately evident to me that they are such an amazing team of dedicated educators, and it's really quite refreshing to witness their energy and passion for everything they do. Now to the 2024 graduating class. The fact that each of you individually decided to take control of your own destiny, chose to attend Peabody Learning Academy to provide you with a solid foundation, along with each of you having the ambition and the dedication and the determination to see all this through is truly inspirational. I'm so proud that I can now say I'm witness to the 2020 class's achievements. So you have all individually earned this day to be in the spotlight. And I wish you all tremendous success in whatever you choose your next steps to be. And whatever that step is, as long as it's meaningful to you individually, then that completes a true success story. So well done. Have fun today.
Thank you, Scott. I would also like to thank all of our state and local members of government who are here with us today to join in the celebration. We have State Senator Joan Lovely, State Rep Tom Walsh, along. I see some members of our school committee here and city councilors. I also have to give a shout out to Vice Principal Seth Bedard from the high school, who was the director of the academy for, I don't remember, 12 years, 13 years, something like that. We don't remember. I was there for most of it. Seth kind of has a reputation as being a hard ass, and that's because Seth's a hard ass. But he was tremendous to work for. I loved working for Seth, and we really lucked out that he ended up at the high school, and I still get to work with him, and I'm very thankful for his advice and counsel, so thank you, Seth Bedard. I also want to take a minute to recognize all the parents and family members of our graduates. So any family members, parents, guardians, grandparents, could you please rise? And students, graduates, around, and let's give them some love. Give some love to your family. It was with your support, family, that all these graduates made it to the finish line. Thank you for your support. I'm now going to introduce our speakers. Unfortunately, Mayor Ted Betancourt couldn't be here today, but graduates, he sends his congratulations to you. Mr. Betancourt's always been a huge supporter of the school, and we really appreciate his support. So next, I would like to introduce our state rep, State Representative Miss Joan Lovely. Miss Lovely has attended each graduation since she took office in 2013, and we were fortunate to have her as a keynote speaker in 2018. It is my honor to welcome State Senator, Joan Lovely.
Good morning, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here. I'm honored to be here this morning for your graduation from the Simon Youth Peabody Learning Academy. I want to thank the Academy, Mr. T and Mr. D, and all of you for the invitation to be here this morning to offer a few brief remarks. I also want to thank the Simon Youth Foundation and its 44 academies, including the best academy right here, PLA. Without this model of learning, we wouldn't be here today. I also want to recognize your parents, your loved ones, your teachers, your mentors who have been with you side by side to achieve your goals. And a special shout out, and I'm so pleased to see Mr. Mark Whiting here this morning, the former GM of this mall, who started this academy, and I look forward to his remarks. Mark, it's so great to see you, and I know he's enjoying his retirement. So today, you have demonstrated your leadership, your scholarship, your service, and your character. You have all worked hard to be here, and you should be very proud of that. Now, I'd like to share some advice as you embark on your futures and for your life in general. And my message is simple. First, be a helper. Mr. Rogers said, when I was a boy, I would see scary things in the news, and my mother would say to me, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. So you are embarking into a world that looks very different than it did pre-pandemic. That was not easy on any of us, especially our students. There have been difficult times. We are still feeling some anxiety, some isolation from that, and we've seen our mental health issues have gone up in the wake of living through a pandemic. You may have lost a loved one or a friend, maybe a grandparent. It was really difficult. A lot of pain, a lot of hardship, but here we are. There's many bright spots. We have seen people come together to support one another, whether it would be the local food pantry or volunteering your time. There were lots of helpers. I encourage each of you to find ways to be a helper, and it doesn't always need to be in big ways. It can be in small ways. Of your time to others, share a kind word or a smile. Often the simplest gestures has the power to make a difference. The more you do for others, the happier you will be and the better the world will be for it. This demonstrates your service and your character, so be a helper. Second, take chances. Take great big chances. Now, don't take unnecessary risks. Your parents won't be happy about that. But apply for that job you think you might not get, or go after the dream someone told you might not achieve. Do the things you are afraid of. We're afraid of a lot of different things. Put one foot in front and do them. Never settle for less than you deserve. The greatest risk lies in doing nothing. Doing something shows your leadership. So try your best and know that taking chances will pay off. Third and finally, speak up. In my years in public office, I have been overwhelmed by the ability of young people to use their voices for change. You may think that because you are young, you don't have the authority to speak up. You do, and you should. If you don't speak up about the things in the world that are unjust and unequal, those will be the things that may shape your future. As the very people who will inherit the world grandparents have created for you, you have a duty to speak up and help shape that world. There are thousands of young people that come to Beacon Hill every year to demand action on climate change. I've received hundreds of high schoolers who have come to the State House to talk about the dangers of vaping. These student advocates that meet with me on the importance of government transparency, lowering the cost of higher ed for some of you who are maybe going on to college, and racial injustice. These are some of the best advocates, these young voices, our future, who come in and talk to us. I know reps can speak to that as well. So speak up and take chances and make the place a world that you envision. I hope you will leave here using your voices and leave the world a little better than you found it. I hope that you live a life of intention, that you take chances, that you speak up, that you will be a helper. That is what I wish for all of you. I want to thank you for the honor of speaking to you and say congratulations, class of 2024. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lovely. Next, I would like to introduce to you our state rep, Mr. Tom Walsh. Mr. Walsh has served the great city of Peabody as a city councilor and has several stints as state rep. Since retaking office in 2016, we have been very fortunate to have him attend and speak to our graduates at our graduations. It is my honor to welcome back State Rep Mr. Tom Walsh.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you. It's a big day. I hope you enjoy the whole day, take all of it in. I have a ton of advice for you today, other than, I know that I'm going to sound old when I use this quote, but it's from a Billy Joel song from a lot of years ago, titled James. And in that song, there's a line that says, "Do what's good for you, or you're not good for anybody." And I used to remind people along the way when we, choosing my path, that you had to do what makes you happy, that's going to make you productive. And I was telling the story to Mark Whiting and to Scott a few minutes ago, and I told the story a few years ago at this graduation, that when I was just finishing high school, and my years ahead of me in college, and a group of us went camping up in Lake George, New York, and my brother was a business major, and I was heading to Salem State as a political science major, which concerned him greatly because he told me when we were camping, we're sitting there talking, and he said to me, "Well, I really think you need to reconsider what you chose as your major." And I said, "Why is that?" He said, "You really should be looking at business because you're never going to have a job. You're going to have a degree in political science and never get a job." And this went on for quite a while, and I was getting a little bit angry with him, but finally I figured we better just let this go. So I finally said to him, I said, "You know what? You're right. You're right." And he got all excited, and I said, "When we go back, I'm going to go back over to Salem State, and I'm going to change my major to business administration." Got all excited, like he finally got through to me after all these years. And I said to him then, "I will be miserable for the rest of my life." And he got a little bit upset with me, but the point is that you really have to choose what you know you're good at, choose your strengths, choose what's going to make you happy. It's not about making the biggest dollar amount or, having the nicest of everything. It's really about being productive and producing what is best for you and your family. So to all of you, congratulations for all the hard work that you've put in to get to this day. Congratulations to your family and your friends. It's great to see so many of you have your friends here as well. I wish you all well, and if you ever think that we can ever be of service to you, please reach out. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Walsh. For the last 2 years, I've been very fortunate to work with our superintendent, Dr. Josh Vidala. Dr. Vidala has experience in alternative education, and I think he really sees the value in programs like the PLA. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent of schools, Dr. Josh Vidala.
Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I really love this program. This is an incredible program because of the people. If you look at the staff, it's very rare to have a program that has someone here who's been here since the inception in Ms. Murray, someone who's been here for over a decade and Mr. Tanglis, and you have Mr. Bedard who's coming here, Mr. Whiting who's coming back. So even when people move on, they come back to this program. And it's really a special program, and it's all about the relationships. And so I had the pleasure of walking in with Ms. Laramie today, and she said, I made such a good decision coming here. And I think so too. And of course, Ms. Magliozzi, when we added that position to this community, it really rounded it out. And I'd like to just share a little story. I shared a similar story a couple of years ago, and somebody asked to share it again because it's meaningful for the graduates. And I hope it's a little bit of an analogy, and I hope that that you find the same meaning in it that I did. So when I was a little kid, I grew up on the North Shore here in Gloucester, and for our vacations, we never went to the Cape like the people from the South Shore did. We always went up north. We went to New Hampshire and to North Conway, and there's a big mountain there called Mount Washington. And so I wanted to go to the top of it when I was a little kid. So we piled in the car, and they have an auto road where you can drive up to the top, and you can see everything. It's the highest mountain in New England, and it's really cool. So I got up there, and we got to see everything, and the view was amazing. So the next year, our family went up again, and I didn't want to drive up. They have trails, and you can hike up Mount Washington, and it takes a little while. But if you stay on the path, you can see the summit the whole way up, and it's hard, but you'll get to the top. And when I got to the top of that mountain, I had a different perspective because I felt like I earned it. I actually hiked up with my dad, and it was really cool. And I saw, when I looked out at the view, I appreciated it more. It was very different. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this group of people, and they got these walking sticks, and they're a little dirty, and they got kind of scraggly hair, and they're all sweaty. And I said to my dad, who are those people? And he said, well, those are trailblazers. He says, we call those people trailblazers because they didn't take the trail. They found their own way. And they couldn't see the top the whole way up, but they found their own path, and sometimes it was dark, sometimes they had to backtrack, but eventually they made it up to the top. And I looked at the look on their face, and I'll probably never understand the perspective that they have, but they got to see the view very differently. And so the reason why I share that story with all of you is because there's some of your classmates who will be, who will be graduating next week that rode up in the car. They were along for the ride. They saw the top the whole way. Somebody else did the driving, and they made it up to the top, and they'll graduate from high school. And it was kind of easy for them. Then there's other classmates that you'll have that stayed on the path, and even though it was hard, they made it to the top, and they have a different view. But each one of you have had a much different path than those other people. And that's why you're special. Because sometimes it was dark. Sometimes it was hard. Sometimes you couldn't see the finish line. But you persevered, and you made it to the top, and you made it through. So congratulations to you. That is amazing. We'll give them a little round of applause. And the point is that this isn't going to be the only mountain that you climb in your life. There are going to be other challenges that you have as you move on. There are going to be other things that are tough. You might end up in a dark place again. But when you're in that dark place this next time, realize that this experience has made you stronger. A lot stronger than some of your classmates that have not had to go through some of the same adversity. So the next time that you face adversity, you're stronger and you know that you can make it through. And no matter what that mountain is that is before you, you are stronger and you are capable and you will be successful. Congratulations, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, Dr. Vidala. I have also had the pleasure of working very closely with PVMHS's principal, Ms. Brooke Randall. Throughout the year, Ms. Randall has taken time to meet with me to help ensure that our students receive the support that they need. It is my honor to introduce to you PVMHS Principal, Ms. Brooke Randall.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am very honored, very proud to be here today. My name is Brooke Randall, as Mr. Tanglis introduced me, the principal at Peabody High School. I want to start by thanking Mr. Tanglis for being the leader of this program. I'm so proud of this program that's come over the years. Working with Mr. Bedard, I know Mr. Bedard really set the foundation for this program along with Mr. Mark Whiting, and I'd like to give them a shout out right off the bat as well. I've been at Peabody High School a total of 13 years. There was a little gap, a little window in there where I left and came back because of how special this community and this city is. And the fact that we have programs at Peabody High School, because like Dr. Vidala said, not all students take the same path. The path to success is not written the same for all students. And I love the fact that at Peabody High School, we do have options. So when students are facing different types of adversity, it's not an option to just quit. It's an option to stop. And I know our graduates here today have definitely had moments where that could have been an option crossing the mind. That I'm having a hard time, but the option is not to stop. It's what else can we do to find a path to be successful. So I'm so incredibly proud of these graduates today. I've only been the principal at Peabody High for 2 years, even though I have 13 years at Peabody High altogether. So in just those 2 years as principal, I do see some familiar faces out here. I know I didn't get a chance to know all of you well, but I did get a chance to meet some of you and interact with some of you, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you. I want to give a shout out as well to Scott DeCoste. Thank you for keeping the energy and the programming going behind the scenes, and to your entire team, because I know it takes a team. I want to give a shout out also to the teachers of the program, Miss Sarah Murray, Miss Jenna Laramie, of course your counselor Cara Migliozzi, Anna as well, and all of the other support staff, teaching yoga, teaching everything else to support you all behind the scenes as well and get you to this point today. And also, and I know we gave you a couple of shout outs along the way, but this village that's behind the graduates, parents, family members, friends, all of you who are here, because not every young person has that support right behind them. I appreciate you all for supporting, whether it's your child, your loved one, whoever it is up front in the blue and white today. Thank you for being there as their support, because it truly does take a village. And everyone in the back here is all part of that village. Our school system, your support, your teachers, your leaders, Mr. T. They're all part of it. So I couldn't be more proud. This is an incredible accomplishment. Well done. We are going to have a fantastic next week. I hope to see you all again next Friday, June 7th. Better be there. Good luck in everything that you do from here, because you can do anything. You have just climbed a huge mountain, and you should be extremely proud of what you have done. Extremely proud of this accomplishment. But it's not the end. We got more to do, right? So good luck with all of the next steps. Very proud of you. Congratulations, class of 24.
Thank you, Ms. Randall. So this past year, we have really expanded our community service with the help of the Welch Elementary School. It started a little bit with Carol last year, and this year we made it even bigger, and we're hoping to make it even bigger next year. I can't thank Principal Massa and her staff enough for welcoming our students, yes, and providing support. Aiden, I think you got something from Ms. Massa. Can you bring that over? Thanks, bud. a former Welch student delivering the flowers to the Welch principal is pretty cool on graduation day. I also have to recognize the kindergarten teacher, Miss Amy Sinclair. Could you please stand up, Cora? You got something for her? Miss Sinclair has been incredible. The kindergarten classroom, we've had, every time I go there, there's 3 or 4 students in there, and they're always working with the kids. So thank you, Miss Sinclair, so much. We appreciate you. I would now like to introduce Principal Michelle Massa, and she has a few words to say, and we have the Welch Chorus here today as well. Come on up.
Come on, posse, let's go. Welch School, we operate in packs at the Welch. That's why we're the Wildcats. You want to come over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jared over here. Perfect. Adriana over here. Perfect. Come on up, Mrs. Polk, as well. Mrs. Polk is our choral director at the school. She's got something spectacular planned as well. I had something that I wrote and everything, but everybody already said all of that. Nobody really wants to listen to what I have to say anyway. So I just want to say congratulations to the graduates. I am so proud of you. We talk about it all the time at the Welch, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat, and we know that through and through. Your mentorship with our students this year was incredible. Something that we started last year. Mrs. Mig is amazing. And we started a little bit of it last year when we were inviting some friends over to help some of our other friends who struggled as well. And then we noticed, this is really working. Let's blow this up. So every Thursday, an entire busload of friends came to our school every single day, disrupted everything possible that we knew to happen on a normal day-to-day basis, and made relationships and connections with kids that were absolutely incredible. And for that, we love you, and we thank you, and we're so happy that you are graduating as the class of 2024. Congratulations, my friend. And this is what we do. We give back. That's how we move forward. So our chorus has a couple of songs that they'd like to sing for you today. So without further ado, Mrs. Polk, I turn it over to you in the amazing chorus.
Never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop singing about We appreciate you. We think you are neat. We appreciate you. Yeah, you can't be beat. You make us so happy with the things you say and do. Oh, we appreciate you. You. We appreciate you. We think you are cool. We appreciate you. Yeah, you really rule. You make us so happy with the things you say and do. Oh, we appreciate you. Yes, we appreciate you. Oh, we appreciate you. You.
Let's give it up for the Welch chorus again. We appreciate you. Again, I can't thank the Welch School enough. Like Principal Master said, it's something that has really had a huge impact on our students, and like I said, we look forward to expanding it next year. Now, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker this year. He is a founding father of the Peabody Learning Academy, having been instrumental having the school brought here to the North Shore Mall. He's been to every PLA graduation, and we couldn't be happier to have him back here today to speak to all of you. I would like to introduce the former North Shore Mall General Manager, my friend, Mr. Mark Whiting.
Well, first of all, it's probably not the best thing that I'm following the chorus. And, Kevin told me about it. I think coming to the mall this morning that's what I was going to be doing. Last year, Seth gave the commencement speech, so now I'm up against his performance, and it's tough. I just also want to say how much I appreciate the fact that you guys always give back. It's a huge part of the program. And, I hope you'll continue to do that because I read, I think as you might know, to the Carroll School every week. Done it for 19 years to Mrs. Villagor's 4th grade class. And it's one of the highlights of my life, frankly. All right, so speech. So you all know I timed it, so it's not some huge long thing. But it's very meaningful and it's from the heart and it's from me to you. You'll listen carefully and take some things away from it. So first of all, I want to say good morning to our graduates. Wow, you finally made it. And by the way, I'm getting emotional already, and that's going to happen just because I care about you. To your parents, to your teachers, educators, Joan, Tom, Bev, and our honored guests. Since retiring as the North Shore Mall GM last August, surprisingly, I have only been back to the mall 4 times. Once to visit my staff, once to open the LL Bean store, and once to talk to you at the school about why the school was so important to me and how it came about, and the personal message I gave to you about my own family history, about my dad. And here I am today. How fitting that after 27 years of working here, my visits surrounded my team, a tenant, and most importantly, my PLA students. As I prepared for this wonderful occasion today, I obviously considered what sage advice that I could possibly share with you on your big day that you have worked so hard to reach. I actually decided to focus on the message contained in the Robert Frost poem you will be receiving today at the conclusion of today's ceremony. And actually, Josh, I have to say it kind of ties into your theme of your speech. Because the theme is something we all have in common. Coming through life's crossroads, some big, some small. We, you, the students, and I have this in common. But you and I are important but very different crossroads in life. My crossroads decisions are now shaped, sadly, by the passing of time and life's lessons and what I have learned. And I will share some of that with you now. First crossroad, I share with your parents. As a parent of a high school student, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I will be in the audience watching my son graduate. Sorry. Coming to this crossroad is so bittersweet as he leaves for college that will be 6.5 hours away in just 2 months. I know, Callie. I'm right there with you. As a parent, maybe you could wish you could hang on a little longer, correct mistakes made along the way, be closer, share even more memories. But time marches on. We all are imperfect, and we hope we have done right preparing you, the students, our children, raising you, and loving you to the best of our abilities. Up to the time Ryan went to high school, I would send him off each day with what I would describe to him as the key to success. Be a good student, and he would follow it up with, I will be a good friend. It's been a central point to his success in life thus far, but it's a theme that sets the table for success in life. It sets the table. And I say to you all, eat well. Additionally, as I stood at this crossroad, I was asked to write Ryan a letter to be read as he graduates by him. Parents, it's an interesting exercise that I suggest you might consider. I wrote to Ryan about the invisible gifts he had received and hoped that that you have received. They are the gifts of a loving family. So hard sometimes to quantify, but love is so central to our success. On your toughest days ahead, remember the love of family, of past happy memories, with family and friends to sustain you. Remember to thank for their sacrifice of time, of energy, of finance, and here it comes, parents, of patience. Remember, students, all the patience. The gift of unconditional support, of course, so important for parents, from parents, family, and friends. But I focus here on what I know, the support of your teachers. Probably one of the most profound and life-changing decisions that you made was to study with the team and learn from Seth, from Kevin, from Sarah, and from Jenna at the PLA. It has changed your life forever. Their examples and many lessons will never fail you, and you can count on that support, that care, and kindness forever. Benefit from their example, and please, I ask each of you to pay it forward. The gift of life goals that your parents and your loved ones have provided you. You established the goal that a high school diploma was necessary for success. You established that goal yourself. Your parents and teachers have encouraged you to build on what you have now accomplished today. What is next? What is next for each of you? I'm sure you're thinking about that right now. Remember, be a good student. Continue to learn. You now must create smart, exciting, fun, worthwhile plans for work, for family, for life. The gift of independence has been given. You are now adults, independent, almost free. Oh yes, almost free. From parental control. Think about that, parents. But maybe not so exciting. Yes, I say to you all, the students, be careful what you ask for. Pick friends. Make choices that support your success in life. Think of those that have come before you, sitting right here in these seats. Now at college, at Plymouth State, Will, right? At college in Vermont, now a high school guidance counselor or a chef. Or now, someone that's recovered from addiction and now is a successful nurse and a mom. She came before you. All joined with you by resolve, determination, and a focus to make their struggle and newfound independence really count. Make a contribution to our society. Be motivated by good. Make decisions based on doing what is right with integrity and character. Everything else will follow. I look at Tom, and I look at Bev, and I look at Joan, and I think about the integrity and the character they bring to the jobs that they do for us every day. There are only 3 crossroads, and we're already now up to the second one, so bear with me, okay? Patience. My second crossroad is my retirement. Woo! Good stuff. Here is a little advice I can share, learned, that allowed me to retire early at the very old age of 64. You are definitely not thinking about it today, but ask your parents. Ask your teachers if they want to retire early. Something to think about. Here is my insight. Pick a career doing what you love, what interests you. Work in a field that makes you feel valued. You can be great. I look at Seth Bedard, someone who I truly respect and value because he's so passionate about his career. Brooke, Josh, your teachers, Kara. Oh, my God. And we all know what I'm saying is true. How passionate they are about teaching, about caring for you. Work hard. Show up. Ready to succeed every day. Make the boss look good. You will have many, and they won't always recognize or appreciate it. But if they succeed, they may share with you in their success. It's okay to ride the coattails of success. Have personal goals, big personal goals. Tonight, when you go home, think about what are your goals. Write them down on a piece, take them out periodically and update them. Live a purpose-driven life. Take care of yourself. Focus on your health. Right now, those that don't, pay the price. Eat right. Exercise. Start right now. Right now. Stand up. Let's all stand up. Come on. Come on. Stand up right now with me. Come on. You can do it. You're not even ready to do it now. Let's go. Come on. Everyone stand up. All right. Reach up. Come on. Let's reach up. Reach for those goals. Okay. Parents, students. I know. Okay. Now you can sit down. That was it. Pretty simple. Exercise as much as your body. Hugely important. I'm coming through this. We're almost done. Save 10% of what you make. What? 10% of what I make? It can be done. It must be done. but frankly, you piss away 10% of what you make. Don't believe me? Look in your attic. Look in your garage. Look in your basement. Have fun doing what makes you happy. Make it a mission to smile, to laugh, to find joy. Smiling takes no effort, but it brings about a huge reward. If you're going to get married, find a friend who will support your goals, share or support your passions. It's okay to sacrifice for those who you love. Find joy together. Travel. Yes. Look at all the parents out there. Oh, yes. Get out and go. Explore. Get out of the basement. Get out of the basement. Put down the phone. Put down the remote. Be motivated by life's exploration. Start small. Visit a beach. Visit a park. Visit New Hampshire. Visit Maine. Step forward with energy and curiosity. Take the time to stop and smell the roses. Breathe in the night air. Listen to the birds. Admire the night stars. So often we don't even take time to notice what's around us. We're in such a hurry. Learn how to relax. Use travel as a work motivator. Plan your vacations well. All right, we're at the last milestone. I know, look at you guys. You're like, please, God, make this end. Putting my parents into assisted living 3 weeks ago. They are 93 and 96 years of age. What have I learned from that? I am now like their parents. Yikes. Retirement is expensive. Plan to be somewhat frugal in your life. It might surprise you. I'm 64. I've only owned 4 cars. Cars are not a good investment. Here's my big one for you all, for everyone, for all of us. Be social. Being social is so incredibly important. Keep learning. Remember, be a good student. Be a good friend. Socializing with friends is, again, so very, very important. Family should be taken care of by family. Be patient, be kind, be respectful, remembering, learn, and this is what it comes down to. Learn from their yesterday. Learn from your parents yesterday, from your grandparents yesterday. Plan for your future, but make today a memorable masterpiece. As Robert Frost notes in your poem that you'll receive, we have all come to crossroads in life. As he suggests, you have already taken a path less traveled, coming to the PLA each day versus Veterans High School. Doing as Superintendent Vidala suggested, by being a trailblazer. So today, take a moment to appreciate what has brought you here and who has helped get you here. You stand. We stand at a crossroads right now. Enjoy this moment. Remember to look both ways. Let's step boldly forward. Good luck, and thank you for this incredible honor.
Thank you, Mark. And now we get to give away some money. How does that sound? Want to give away some money? Meg, you want to come on up? You can. They'll give some to you. They'll give some to you. I'll just. So each year, the Simon Youth Foundation offers Academy students from around the country the opportunity to apply for scholarships. They range from $1,000 to $8,000 annually. They actually select the students themselves. Our students fill out an online application, and the Simon Youth people go through it, and they picked out two very deserving students for us this year. We actually have 2 scholarship recipients this year. So first, our first scholarship recipient, someone who definitely had it in the bag all year, even though they were in my office yesterday finishing their last class. The first scholarship for $5,000 goes to Callie McCarthy. And our second recipient, I'll let Callie get back there. Give her a hug. Our second recipient, who also received $5,000, the scholarship goes to Cora Medeiros. Do you want to do the diploma? Okay. Yeah, stay up here a minute. Congratulations to Callie and Cora again. Okay, now it's time to award the graduates their diplomas. Each student will be given the opportunity to say a few words if they so choose. Totally up to you guys, right? Our first graduate was actually featured in the North Shore Mall I Am More exhibit up. It's actually right in front of Macy's right now. I don't know if she was here. I don't know if she left. Our first graduate, I'm extremely proud to present this to Hassan Al-Hamrani. I forget. I think we're supposed to go up that way. Congrats, Hassan. Our next graduate is Carolyn Arias Capellan.
Okay, I did not imagine this to be so nerve-wracking. I didn't prepare anything, but I can't believe I graduated. I'd like to say thank you for everyone that's helped me get here. To Mr. T for calling me every single day, and Mr. Turton for helping me a lot. And I'd like to say thank you for my mother, because it's not easy being a single mother, having to take care of a kid. So I'm very thankful for everything she's done for me. And my grandma doesn't speak English, so mamá, muchísimas gracias por todo lo que tú has hecho. Gracias por todo, de verdad. We graduated. Thank you, God, for this.
Our next graduate is Julia Azevedo. To Julia. Up next, Dayton Chim.
Thank you.
Our next graduate is Parker Cormier. Congrats, Parker. Our next graduate is Jaden Cruz.
Maybe.
Congrats to Jaden. I do have to say something about the next graduate, just because a lot of times when students come in, we kind of can have a preconceived notion about this student seems like they want to do this or they don't want to do this. And this student came with us. It was their 5th year of high school. They had a lot of high school left to do, and I wasn't really sure if they wanted to do it. And I was very happy to be proven completely wrong. I was completely wrong in my assumptions, which happens plenty of times, and it's good to be reminded that you can never assume anything about anyone. So, AJ Delagrati, get up here. Congrats to AJ. This next student is always helping us out, offering rides. Anytime anyone needed help, this person was the first one to volunteer. I'd like to welcome Matt Drinkwater. Our next graduate never answered my phone call while he was still in school, and then miraculously he finished school, and then he started answering my phone call, no problem, in the morning. Next graduate is Carlos Franco. This next graduate came to us at the end of the year, and I have to say sometimes you just find like a perfect fit for the school, and this next person was definitely a perfect fit. Congratulations to Mia Grizzy.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm really nervous. It's unreal. It's unreal standing up here in front of everybody. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, to be honest. But I want to say thank you to everybody. Genuinely, everybody. Everyone who's shown me support and love. I couldn't be standing here if it wasn't for all of you guys. I want to say thank you to all of my friends here who, even though I've been here only a couple of months, they've brought me in, shown me love as if I've been here a lot longer. And I want to say thank you to all the staff for giving me rides, calling me in the morning, making sure I want this. And I do. And I did. I did it. There's no way I can put into words how much I love everyone. And as someone who's suffered a terrible loss last year, I can proudly say it gets better. It does get better. Whatever you're going through, you have people that love you and support you. If you surround yourself with those people, it will get better. You will get through this. I believe in you.
This next student, I found out this year that, actually Miss Murray told me, this student would tell by the tone in my voice in the morning whether she could stop to get a coffee or not. If I was in a good mood, she would get a coffee. And so for the next week, I pretended to be angry on the phone every morning, and she came on time. Congratulations, Monica Herrera Carrion. Our next graduate is actually playing baseball in college right now. Is it Buffalo or Albany? Albany? Albany. I'd like to welcome Edward Laura Arroyo.
Hey, this is too easy. Now, nah, it's great. It's great. Now, I had a good time in this academy, this program. I met a lot of good people, a lot of good friends, including this guy right here. He's amazing. I love you. Just keep going. I ended up in this place after I didn't do so good in high school. I just stopped caring. So basically what I want to tell y'all later in the future is don't listen to those thoughts that like you want to give up, you want to stop doing what you're doing. Nah, just keep going. Life is gonna be good for y'all. Take care, y'all.
I know, Callie, I know. I've been this tall for a long time. I know. Yeah. Our next graduate, Callie McCarthy.
I'm
like not prepared at all for this because I could talk all day about how amazing this program is and how much you guys have helped me. I would like to thank my family, my friends, all of you guys for always talking to me. I'd definitely like to thank you. You got me here. I didn't even think I could make it here today. Seriously. I love like here. I don't even want to leave. I really don't. It sucks. I would like to thank my guardian angels for looking over me. There are people who are supposed to be here today that aren't, so we should all life to the fullest. Be grateful. I am so grateful for being here and getting to experience this with all my friends, and it's just a great program. I would like to thank my teachers and Miss Meg for always looking out for me, supporting me, and I just can't believe I did it.
Callie, you can always come back and visit. You know where to find us. Our next graduate, Cora Medeiros.
I didn't prepare anything, but I want to say thank you to all of the staff and my family for all of your love and support. Coming here is really a privilege. I hope all of the underclassmen are aware that coming here is a privilege, and you should take advantage of every piece of this that you can, because I wouldn't be here today without the BLA. So, thank you guys.
Next graduate is Angel Mejia.
I got the real one. Ball hard, strive, prosper. I appreciate it.
Our next graduate, you might see on a roof in Salem next week, so be on the lookout for him. Adrian Moreno. Our next graduate was just voted most likely to be President of the United States, Aiden Negron.
Gracias a Dios. Gracias a Dios. I'd like to thank my grandmother, my father, my brother, my dead mother that's not here. I'd like to thank God and glory for everything. I'd like to thank all of you for being here and supporting all your family. Really, it means a lot to us. Thank you, adios.
Our next graduate is Cody Nolan.
I just want to say thank you to Mr. Tanglis, Miss Miggs, Miss Laramie, and Miss Murray for actually believing in me and making it so it's easier for me to graduate, because I've had some trouble in school. I've never been the best academically. I've never been the best at anything, really. Nobody is. But I just want to make it known that these 4 teachers are literally some of the best teachers I've ever met, some of the nicest people I've ever met, and they'll do anything to help these students graduate. And I just want to say thank you. Next, I want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my uncle, my JR, and Nicola. I just want to say thank you for believing in me, thank you for helping me, and thank you for coming. And then finally, we did it!
Our last graduate actually helped me load some stuff into my truck at Lowe's a couple weeks ago, even though he was off the clock. He did it anyway, because he's that kind of guy. Angel Santana.
I would like to thank everyone at PLA. They helped me so much, and it's been very helpful being in the school. It's been so helpful and everything. I also want to thank my family, my mom, my aunts, my grandma, my brother and sister over there. Thank you so much for coming here. It's been so helpful with you guys.
Bring this down a little again, okay. We have one more award to give away. Each year, the staff chooses a Student of the Year. The criteria is based on which student best exemplifies the core values of the Academy: being a disciplined student, possessing a strong work ethic, and having good character in and out of the classroom. Choosing one student was extremely difficult this year. We threw around basically everyone's name who's sitting in front of me today. But I think we settled on someone who was deserving. This year's Student of the Year is someone that wanted nothing to do with the PLA when we first met in my office. I think they would probably tell you they think a little bit different about the school now. This student completed 15 classes in a year and a half, has a job in the mall, and was an extremely hardworking student. More importantly, they always greeted students and staff upon arriving, and would especially go out of their way to make new students feel welcome, a core tenet of the PLA culture that we are working to establish. Also, his fits, extremely calm fits. I am honored to award this year's Student of the Year to Angel Mejia. Okay, we're wrapping it up. For my closing remarks, I'm just going to steal someone else's words, because that's easy. This is a quote that actually hangs in my office from the late, great basketball coach, Jimmy V. To me, there are 3 things we should all do every day. We should do this every day of our lives. Number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2 is think. You should spend some time in thought. And number 3 is you should have your emotions move to tears. Could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. And I think many of us checked those 3 boxes today, and it was a heck of a day, and it was something special. So graduates, please rise. You can turn your tassels to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2024.